The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
Last week, we introduced the 15th episode of the Career Trail, diving into the early lives of the dynamic duo photographers TwinsDontBeg.
Growing up was very challenging. My dad was someone who was always taking loan from work.
Stay tuned in as we explore the second part of the interview, which highlights their journey as entrepreneurs.
So we supported Nana B. Unfortunately, he didn't win his SRC elections. But from that time, we've been, should I say, friends, look up to him, brothers from that time up till now, that he is, I think, the national organizer for MPP right now.
And while we're doing this campus politics and all that, that is when, and we're quite also influential on Facebook, because that time Facebook was really, around 2010 to 2014, that's when Facebook was actually really relevant. And we knew the current Deputy Minister for Information, Fatih Abubakar. He was also involved in, we were all students at that time, and we nukes elections and all that. So she was in nukes and all that. We linked up right when we were in KNUST, and now look at where we are. I'm just saying this because whenever you get to university or senior high school or whatever level of education you are, especially because since this is a learning platform, we always advise people to involve themselves, not just with whatever they are studying, but extracurricular activities. It's very important because the people that you are, people are always looking at you. Okay. Our commitment to entertainment, to fashion, to politics, to showbiz, and everything, and that's where that's where we are. We met Fatih Abubakar, and after uni, when we had started photography, then she was also part of the national politics at that time, and she's the one that introduced us to Her Excellency Samira Baumia.
Oh, okay.
So you see the connection.
Yeah.
Nana B,
True.
Currently the national, organizer. Vincent Asifwa, we're all on campus together. He's a member of parliament. I think one of the youngest member of parliament, and a whole lot of people who are in very, very good, important positions. And in terms of entertainment, because we knew a lot of artists and entertainers and everybody, we used to, when they're looking for maybe artists for SRC weeks, we will be the one that will come to Accra and negotiate with artists and all that and bring them to campus. We're doing a lot of movie premieres on campus. We were helping producers, distribute their movies and films. Even when we were on campus, we used to have connection with Shelley Frimpong Manso and other producers, even when we were on campus from 2012 to 2014 or 2013. We used to organize, I remember one time we organized a stage show with Prince David Osei.
Hey.
Yeah.
We rented a cinema. And
it was an auditorium.
Yeah, an auditorium.
CCB, yes.
CCB. I mean, anybody who has gone to KNUST before will know there's a CCB auditorium. We paid, we were doing in collaboration with a friend, and she pulled out, so we had to continue the show. We rented stage, lights, sound, lighting, and everything.
Sold tickets.
Sold tickets. And that was one of the most difficult moments in our life because the turnout wasn't amazing. But then Prince David Osei flew all the way at that time, even when we were students, and he was a big movie star at that time. He had come up, he was in his climax. Prince David Osei flew all the way to Kumasi, came, supported us, and that we always owe him like a lot. Every time we see him, we always appreciate him and all that, because even that time that we were students, he believed in what we were doing and all that, came all the way to support us. But even though the show didn't come out great, we went so much at a loss that we had so many people that were owing, and we had to put our laptops that we're using to do our project works,
for loans
to be able to pay some of, and I remember those times was so difficult that we went days without really having anything to eat, and we ate gari and banku. If we had banku and stuff, we used to mash them and add sugar. Because we didn't have any money when we had gone as so much as a loss. I mean, as entrepreneurs, you definitely go at a loss, but that doesn't mean that's the end of the world. So we kept on going and going and going, and I mean, it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. We really struggled in uni, but then it actually opened our eyes, and we took a lot of chances when we were in university, and yeah, it turned out great. I think 2013, the Vice Chancellor awarded us with the most popular or famous people on campus with a purpose. Wow. And I think that was our first ever award we won in our lives. Yep. And this is just to tell people, everybody watching, that you have to forget about that thing, that education is only the key, but you also have to put in a way, dedicate your life to whatever you believe in. Okay. And you can always do it alongside. People are always just a bit lazy. You know, they think you can't go to lectures and close, and after that come and work on whatever you believe in. That's what we're doing. You know, we will close from lectures and we'll come back and we do whatever we have to do and just go out and just start connecting with people, start putting ourselves out there. I remember 2012, we shot one short film and we got nominated for Ghana Movie Awards, Best Short Film. I remember that time, but we didn't win, but we still got an invitation to come for the event in Accra. Okay. We took a bus and came, and it was a very good experience. That's where first time we met Majid, and you know, all that. 2012 we met Majid and all that, and that also opened a lot of doors for us in the film industry. Okay. And that's how we also connect with a lot of films, you know, actors and actresses and celebrities and all that.
Okay, so now you're going to talk about photography. Yeah. How did it start for you?
Photography started after, before we went to K University. Okay. We were into movies. We got featured, or we were working on a Hollywood movie. It's called The Cursed Ones.
Hollywood?
Yeah, Hollywood. Wow. Movie. It's called The Cursed One. It had the likes of Ori Serrero, who featured in Sinbad. Yeah, Sinbad. Jimmy Jean Louise, and the Ghanaian cast, Amake Ababrese, Rama Brew, Akofe Ejiani, Fred Amogi, all those Ghanaian casts. So the movie was shot in Koforidua for almost 2 months. So whilst we were on set, I was assistant to the director and my brother was assistant to the producer. They brought amazing equipment, like state-of-the-art equipment, like high-end video cameras, lighting, sound, technicians. So that was the point, or the learning point for us, where we learned cinematography, we learned lighting, we learned production management and all that. So throughout the 2 months on set, we're 7 people. We're doing errands, because as an assistant, you need to do errands, you need to hold drinks for people. So we're able to bond with a lot of people, especially the Hollywood celebrities that came. And we became very close, and up till now, we're still very close. I remember, I think, some few times I was in London and he hosted me in his house. We have an amazing time. Last time we even arranged to even meet in Nigeria for an event that he was coming. So that's how close we are. Okay. And you know, throughout the whole production, we earned like money. And it wasn't as much though. I think it was about 30% of the first camera that we bought, and that was from one of the directors of the set. He didn't want to take one of his small cameras back to wherever he came from, so he was like, okay, let me sell it to you guys. So we decided to buy it, but our money wasn't enough. So we always say this, and we are very appreciative of him. Ori Serrero also added money to buy our first camera for us. And yeah, we are very appreciative. Every time we have the chance, we always tell him. So he added money, then we bought our first camera. Then that is where we started taking pictures. It wasn't easy at first. I remember we used to chase people to show us how to even operate the cameras, the lighting, even editing, but every time people were always giving us excuses. I remember one time we even took Trotro all the way to Kaswa to go and see somebody who wanted to teach us, but we even went there and we even got us more confused because he didn't really teach us anything. So cut the story short, we decided to learn on our own. So we had few friends, we used them as models. We go on YouTube, we type whatever we want to learn, and trust me, every information that you want to learn is on YouTube. So we go on YouTube, we type it, we learn, we come back on the field and learn how to take pictures. So that's where photography started from. We learned it ourselves through YouTube and also studying other photographers. So we also had in people that we also wanted to learn from. Bok Pixel, who is still one of the best photographers ever to hail from Ghana. May his soul rest in peace. We really loved his work. Kelechi, he's also a Nigerian photographer. We also admired his work. So sometimes you also need to see other people's work and be like, how did these people get an image like that? Then you go, you learn, and you try and capture an image like that. And throughout the whole time, from that time we've started till now, we've learned so much, and it has made us who we are right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the time you started, how was the journey like? How, or let me say, when did the business started booming? Yeah.
Well, so after our first camera, it wasn't really that of a great camera. Okay. So we decided to buy an extra camera or a new, better camera. Okay. So we let a friend loan us about 2,000 Ghana cedis to buy a camera. We bought it, and at that time we were doing national service, and the money that came from the national service, before the money will even come, then these people will be on our neck. Where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? And it was so frustrating that.
Were you also taking 559?
No, at that time we're taking about 300 or 200 or something.
Okay.
So we used about 10 months to pay that, and it was so frustrating. Even before the end of the month, this guy will be on our neck. And throughout, photography equipment are very expensive. Even from back in the days up till now, it's still very expensive. So the way we used to get most of our equipment, somebody would buy it for us, then we'll pay it small. So one camera, that's how we got it. And you know, a photographer is as good as the equipment that you use. Okay. So every time you need to upgrade yourself with the state-of-the-art equipment. So we always have to keep on buying equipment and updating yourself. So second camera that we bought, we really struggled to pay for it. Then we bought another camera too, then our next camera. And every money that we get, we used to invest it back in the camera or the photography business. And today we have so many cameras. Oh, okay. And we have a big team that we work with.
Okay, all right. And then I believe aside the challenges, you still have best encounters since you started the business.
Yeah, best encounters. I remember before COVID, I was shooting NAACP awards in LA. They were honoring Rihanna, and I was part of the red carpet photographers. My best moments, I ended up in the house of Jamie Foxx.
Oh wow!
His house in LA, and we had an amazing time. So did shoot with him, and that was one moment worth leaving. Shooting, taking pictures of Rihanna, Jamie Foxx, most of the Hollywood celebrities. I think there's even a picture here. Michael B. Jordan, all those that moment, I always want to relive it. And it was an amazing moment, but I think COVID kind of like slowed us down. But we still had to find ways and means to still survive in the industry.
Okay, how about you, Sammy? In the best moment?
Best moments. I mean, every day is the best moment for us, you know. We keep on getting better, we keep on growing, and we keep on, you know, training a lot of young people, and we are always happy to see them. You know, we've trained so many people, and I'm always happy to see them, you know, excel in the industry now, and that's one of the things that we are very proud of. We always welcome a lot of young people. Anybody that actually reach out to us, hey, come around, just yeah.
But it's too much.
It gets overwhelming
gets
sometimes,
overwhelming.
but I mean,
Yeah,
we dedicated
try
our
our
life
best.
to help, because we never got that help that we needed when we really needed it, and we actually just try and support as many young people as possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
And what we can also say is that
okay.
we are going to use photography to win the next elections
Wow.
for
Yeah.
NPP.
And for us too, we've really been intentional with communication, and being a political photographer is not just about taking pictures, but also communicating very well with the type of angles and, you know, shots and all that. And that is what people who really take photography serious, you know, enjoy the benefits, you know, from, you know, proper communication and branding and everything. So people see us and see our works, and now they are motivated to, you know, really take photography serious. Like recently I was with the First Lady of Tanzania in London, and they were all mentioning how they follow our works. And I was like, oh really?
I think I can cite one example. When the Kenyan First Lady, they won elections, Mama Ruto, her communication team were directed to use Her Excellency Samira Baumia social media and images as a way to also promote her. So I went Nairobi for a climate conference, and I was sitting with her team, and they didn't know I was the one behind the images. So they were just saying that before, after they won elections, they used Her Excellency Samira Baumia's social media branding and images as a way to also learn and use it for the First Lady of Kenya. So I was just sitting there with my big head, and I was like, oh my God, like you're sitting in one corner in Ghana, and your works, they're all over. Everybody, people are using it as a way to also brand their political, you know, political principles or principles. So we're just little boys or men sitting somewhere doing our work, but it looks like it's giving great impact, global.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any awards?
Oh, we've won quite a lot of awards. I've lost count, but if people award us, hallelujah. If they don't award us too, we are just in our corner. We don't compete with anybody. We're just sitting there making sure that we do whatever we're doing and we're not stopping. So we don't live our life based on awards, even though awards are or recognition. Even though if you get recognized by an organization, it gives you joy and all that, but we're just doing our thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we wrap up with the conversation, I want to ask, was there a particular photograph or photography that gave you out, picture, anything? Because there are so many photographers in Ghana. And how did you break that like barrier? Now everyone knows you, like you said, beyond Ghana.
Yeah, I mean,
Was there a particular
yeah,
picture?
when we began photography, me and my brother used to go around. He used to carry an umbrella or a softbox,
Yeah.
and I used to hold the camera. So our style of photography was quite different and significant, and we could never walk around without you noticing us. And after every event, our pictures came out first, and all the blogs were picking it up. All the TV media platforms, celebrities were putting up images and all that. And it was quite different, and they hadn't seen anything of that sort. And I feel we kind of like started that celebrity lifestyle photography in Ghana.
Okay.
And we introduced that kind of, celebrity, like following celebrities, events, lifestyle photography. You will see somebody really dressed nice for red carpets, and before she actually gets on a red carpet, the images are already out and all that. We pushed that kind of agenda at the somewhere 2014, 2015, before it started going viral, and that's how our works actually got noticed, and that's how we built our following on social media and all that, because after every event, everybody was watching out. Where are the images from TwinsDontBeg and Swag of Africa? Where are the images? And the moment they wake up and sleep, all the images are online. Everybody was tagging us, Joy, TV3, all the celebrities, Bella Naija. Like example for after VGMA, everybody was just posting our pictures, and that is what really blew us up. Even before, but before that, we were doing music, we were doing a bit of acting, we were doing a bit of events and all that. So our name was household even before photography actually, also really brought us out.
So now, why TwinsDontBeg?
Yeah, we came to.
Okay.
Yeah, and there are others that comes in 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
So once we are two, we have a stronger spirit and a stronger will in terms of even making sure something is done. When it comes to productivity level, what you can do, we can do it twice faster. So when it comes to TwinsDontBeg, we don't want to beg anybody, because we believe in hard work. That at the time that we were doing music, people were always expecting us to come and beg them for opportunities and all that. It got to a point we were so tired of begging people for opportunities, so we decided not to beg anybody, and we called ourselves the twins who don't beg, but rather work hard and prove all those people wrong. And I remember one time, one person called us bathroom singers because we were always trying to get attention from him. We took our song to him. He said, if we can sing in a bathroom, we feel we are musicians. So that statement really, it was one of the statements that was our lowest point, but we didn't let it control us. We didn't let it affect us. Rather, we used that as to our advantage, and we decided not to beg anybody and work hard.
I'm sure wherever she is, she's...
Oh, it's a guy, so wherever he is...
He's very shocked.
We're still TwinsDontBeg.
All right, so I can't do the questioning alone. I had to go out. So I went to the University of Ghana, and then I spoke about TwinsDontBeg. TwinsDontBeg will be coming on the career trail. Of course, they can't follow me to the program. Yeah. But they wanted to ask you questions, or they want to ask you questions. Questions that if they had met you one-on-one, maybe it would have been very difficult to get in touch with you. But since now I'm here, I brought those questions along. So we go for a very quick break. There are 3 questions, then you help us with the answering. This is still the Career Trail on Joy Learning TV. Remember, you have been speaking to TwinsDontBeg. Yes. Let's take a quick breather. You'll be right back.
The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.
Welcome back to the Career Trail on Joy Learning TV. Remember, we have been speaking to TwinsDontBeg. They are photographers, they are entrepreneurs in Ghana, and they are doing so well. So if you joined in late, you can still catch the interview on our YouTube channel at Joy Learning TV. We are the second part of the program where we get to ask these twins 3 questions from their fans. Are you ready?
Number 8.
I didn't know we had fans.
Hey, you had fans.
Hey.
I'm a fan.
Is it?
So I'll add mine so that it will make
become 4. No problem.
So 2.
Sure.
Okay, so who wants to answer the first one? Or I
should
should read
it? Yeah, just read it.
Okay. So this one is asking, like I said, they are students from the University of Ghana. Okay. So this one is asking that, has there been a very bad encounter you've had in your career, and how did you resolve that? So even though you are celebrity photographers, has someone looked down on your career, like your job? Any photograph turn out bad? How did that make you feel?
Well, there's this one actress. I wouldn't mention the name though.
Okay.
So she was getting ready for an event, and we had to take pictures of her before she goes for the event, and by the time she gets to the event, the pictures are ready. So we did the shoots, she went for the event, we sent her the pictures. She was like, why didn't you slim my waist? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you hit my breast? You know, these kind of, did you actually even edit these pictures? So first of all, one thing you should never tell a photographer is that after they send a picture to you, did you edit the pictures? Because if I don't edit, I'll never send it to you. So that thing is like, really hurts. It really hurts photographers when you make a statement like that. So she wanted her waist to be slimmed. She wanted to be like Tapoli, you know. She wanted so many body modifications, but part of our brand, we like things, or we leave things very natural. So once you are coming in for TwinsDontBeg, you have to accept the way we edit. So it became back and forth with her. It ended up that we told her she should just stop stressing us. But this is like, these are the kind of challenges that we face as creatives, especially when we are working with very difficult clients. You know, once they come in for you, they know what you bring to the table. So sometimes clients need to also allow creatives to be creatives, and not always try and tell them what to do and what to, you know, make them something unrealistic. So I think that's one of the few challenges that we faced as a photographer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're ready for the next question?
Definitely.
All right. So the next question says, if you hadn't become photographers, what would have been your career professions?
That's an interesting question. I've never thought about that, but I feel like we are doing what we've always dreamt of doing.
Okay.
So if we hadn't been photographers, we would have definitely still been in the showbiz industry.
Okay.
Yeah, but then we chose photography, and we dived all in. We didn't care about any other thing, and it's taken us about probably 8 to 10 years to get to where we are, and we just put all our eggs in one basket, and we didn't.
And we couldn't have done anything else apart from
Exactly,
photography.
couldn't have done anything aside photography.
Okay. All right. So I'm reading the final question from a student who is asking you that, have there been a moment where you fought, and how did you resolve the conflict?
Where, us? Oh, we don't fight.
We don't fight. No, we don't fight.
Yeah.
Maybe if you become the third person, then we will fight you together. But we don't fight ourselves. We fight people, but we don't fight ourselves.
So you
Yeah.
fight for yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
We look out for each other.
All right. So to make it equal, I'm adding my question.
Feel free.
All right. So you mentioned in your story, I keep hearing connections, building connection, having rapport. I want to be a photographer. I know TwinsDontBeg. They are doing so well in the industry. I want them to groom me. Here lies the case. I'm somewhere in, let's say, Asamankesi. I'm just seeing them from Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, me, I'm an Instagram person, so Instagram.
Yeah.
How do I get connected to you? How do I get a coaching for you? Because now it is very difficult when you come in contact with celebrities. You can send them DMs. Yeah, I know that sometimes you have to go straight to the point.
Yeah.
Tell them hi.
Let me cut it. Let me cut you short.
Okay.
Let me cut you short.
All right.
Photographer somewhere in Agona or wherever you are, wherever you are mentioning, Asamankesi.
Yeah.
Your work would make me DM you.
But how will
Can
you
I
try?
repeat myself?
Yeah.
The work you are doing in Asamankese would make me, TwinsDontBeg, DM you for a collaboration.
Really?
Yes. That's how simple it is. What I'm trying, let me break it down.
Okay, break it down for us.
What you have to do as a photographer in Asamankese, you have to let your work sell you.
Tell your story.
Tell your story. So some of us do a lot of surfing on Instagram and other social media, and I see other photographers work and I'm like, bro, I can't even do something like this. And I admire other photographers works, and I don't see it as a competition, but I see it as a learning process, even for me as TwinsDontBeg. So if I see somebody in Asamankese doing an amazing job, especially with photographers, there are a few things I can look out for: your angles, your editing style, your story, what you are portraying on your social media page. When I'm coming to Asamankese, I would make sure I inbox you and tell you, bro, I'm coming to Asamankese, let's meet.
Oh,
So
okay.
We do that all the time.
what makes you a successful photographer? You have to be ready when an opportunity arises.
And also, I mean, if you want anybody to take you serious, you have to take yourself serious.
Okay.
You can't be a photographer and you message me and you know the young people, right? They taking pictures like this and their page doesn't even look like a photographer's
Standing
page.
by a car and just
Their page doesn't even look like a photographer's page. But the moment you message anybody and they see what you do, like for example, you like the first time you messaged me,
Okay.
what did I do?
You responded.
I responded.
Yeah.
I checked what you do. You can even message any Hollywood actor or whoever, and they will message when you are really authentic and you have a story and all that. Just as when you messaged me and I saw what you do and all that. Yeah, I was quick to reply. So you have to take if you didn't take yourself serious, nobody will ever take yourself serious. People, that's what they don't do. They don't take themselves serious and they expect you to take them serious. They don't. If you're a photographer and you are messaging anybody to help or show you what to do, at least try and do something. Even if it's your phone and you only have your phone and all that, put those kind of contents that when you know, to show that you want to learn, you want to, because right now everything is on social media. There's no way you're going to see me anywhere unless maybe I'm outside or an event, but the only place you can have a conversation with anybody is actually on social media. And even for us, we keep on reaching out to a lot of people on social media. I'll see this celebrity and I hear they are coming to Ghana. I'll message her or him. I hear you coming to Ghana. Can we have a collaboration? And they will see your work and they will just quickly respond. And yeah, that's what we've actually done throughout the year. And one advice: go to places. Sacrifice, go to rooms, go to places where you think there's an opportunity for you. Don't just sit at home and be messaging.
Don't sit in Asamankese and just say you are in Asamankese. So.
You hear there's VGMA happening, pick her, come there.
There's a festival in Asamankese, right? Shoot that festival and post it on your social
platform.
media.
Then when they see that you're actually putting out those kind of contents, whenever you message anybody, everybody will take you serious. Don't sit at home and expect glory to come to you when you are not actually taking your own self serious.
Okay, so since this is still an educational interview, I want to ask this question. You were very versatile when you went to the university because you were doing almost everything.
Yeah.
And you were saying, or you made a very important point saying that we are supposed to engage in extracurricular activities.
Very important.
But here lies the case, I am very shy. Like, even if I want to ask a question in class, it's a problem for me. How do I break that barrier?
So, has shyness ever brought you anything?
No. But that's my weakness.
Yeah, so you need to work on it.
How?
How to work on your shyness? First of all, start in a small group of friends. Make sure you're comfortable with them. That's where you get to build your confidence level. maybe the reason why you are shy is because of something about you.
Okay.
Maybe something that you feel might be maybe something physical or emotional that you feel when people see, they are going to look down on you. But it might surprise you that once you're accepted by your small group of people, you can now, that's how some people are. Once they get accepted by a small group, they open up and they are now jovial, having conversations with them. So you start with small groups, learn how to build your confidence, but you also have to accept that there's a problem, and you also have to be willing to also work on it. You know,
you have to.
If you are not willing to work on it, and every time you are sitting down and I'm shy, then you're not serious.
Okay.
You know, you just have to sit down and just not do anything.
Okay, I want to be serious. I'm going to work on it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
put yourself out there. Go there, challenge yourself.
All right.
You know, if you feel you just go to public places, start talking to people. Nobody will harm you.
Okay.
You know, start having conversations with people. Hi, I'm this. This is what I do. What's your name? Just start engaging people slowly. Start building your confidence, because shyness will never bring you anything but just loss of opportunities.
Okay.
You get me?
So now
So-
you've answered all questions for me.
Yeah.
So now we have the last part of the program. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
I can
100%.
guess. Do you have fun?
Do we have fun? We have fun when we're working. That's the only type of fun we
Yeah,
have.
that's
Aside that,
Then we are just home.
watching movies, working on your
No,
way.
editing.
Oh. Okay, so today I'm going to have fun with you guys. I'm going to give you a task to perform. Usually when I come on the show, the person takes the task, whatever task they take, they perform, and I get to rate whether they passed or failed the task. Because you have two, you're going to decide who will pick the paper. Whatever paper you take,
Yeah.
you are performing both tasks for us. But I'm going to award or give you the marks individually. I'm giving you whether you pass or whether you fail. But you are picking, one person is picking the task.
definitely passing.
Okay, so we are the last aspect of the program where we get to have fun with Twins Don't Beg. We'll take a quick breather. When we come back, we'll bring you that segment.
The career trail. Your success journey begins here.
Hello and welcome back from that quick breather. We're still having a conversation with Twins Don't Beg. We are the last aspect of the program where we get to have fun with these twins. Let's see who passes the task and who fails. Who is going to pass?
We always pass.
You always pass.
Yeah.
Okay, so who is going to? Okay, so I brought this here. I have some few, about 10 papers here. Just one person is going to select and we get to perform the task. Okay.
So should I open it?
Yes.
Can I look at
And
it?
You can show it to the camera too.
But can I look at it?
Yeah, you can look at it.
Should I read it out?
Yeah.
Okay, so in 66 or seconds,
Okay.
untie the shoelace using your left hand.
Okay, so you're
Whose
not going to
shoelace?
untie your shoelace. I brought my shoelace. It's tied.
Ah, okay.
Because doing yours will be very easy.
How did you know we were going to?
Maybe. I was just anticipating. I brought a lot of
This
things
is
in
an
my bag.
interesting coincidence.
Maybe.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm giving you the lace. These are two lace. You're performing the same task for us. It's actually tied once, but you're untying it with your left hand.
So untying this knot.
Yeah, but wait, someone has to say the time for me.
Just one hand.
Yeah, left. Hey, don't
Can you
try.
use your teeth or
No.
anything? Just
Let's go. It's easy,
wait.
Kara.
In 3, 2, 1, let's go. No, you guys cheated.
no, cheated like how? Wait. Yeah, I'm done.
You did that in less than like 20 seconds. So.
He cheated.
How did I cheat? I used only my
He
left
cheated.
hand.
How? How did he cheat?
How did he cheat? Is it still going?
It's still going. Yeah, so
Ta-da!
30 seconds. 26. Wow! So I get to raise the green card because you passed the test. Wow. This shows you are very brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, everywhere you go, you are shining.
Yep.
All right. So this brings us to the end of the whole program. It has been a very educational moment with you. I've learned a lot, and I believe anyone out there or watching this program has learned something or taken something home. So before we wrap up, students are watching. What advice can you give them in terms of career selection, in terms of their courses? What advice?
It depends on what level of education you are, whether you are in senior high school or junior high school or university or masters or wherever you find yourself. Take whatever you are taught in class very serious.
Okay.
Because you're not just going to only use it in exams, but it's going to always come off somewhere, along, whatever field you choose. But then also take whatever you are passionate about also very serious. Take a lot of risks. We waste so much time on
Doing nothing.
Like, for example, you close from lectures and you come back to your room and you just do your bed top, not doing anything, go visit your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, just cooking for some random guy and all that, wasting a lot of time. But then you could be doing something worthwhile with your time. You could be reading or researching or, socializing or having conversations or forming teams. One thing I believe is always spot somebody that you feel can be beneficial to you. Start a business with somebody. Start something. We started so many projects when we were on campus with a lot of people. Some failed, some were successful, but at the end of the day, we learned so much from all our failures and we kept on trying. Just don't stay in your room as a student. Go out there. If you want to start a business, look for other business-minded people. Let's start a marketing some products on campus. You could even just go to MTN and tell MTN that, I'm a student in Legon and I feel that MTN can do this. Always spot a challenge and find the answer to the challenge and go sell it to whoever can provide that kind of service. Be the person that's going to implement the change, and you're successful. So always go around looking for problems in your society as a student and find a solution and be the answer, and that is where your success is going to come from. That is where a lot of successful people have come out from. We spotted a challenge in the photography industry in Ghana, where after events there would images that will come out will be like, some photographers will take a long time before the images will come out. So after that, the news is irrelevant. Yeah. Then we spotted that challenge, and we provided answers by bringing out images that same night, and that is what we solved the problem using photography. And that is one thing. That's what being one of our trademarks, having quick turnout of any work or project.
Still maintaining quality.
Yeah, and still maintaining the quality. Because I remember at that time they had those photographers from graphic and all those people, they would come to events and all that, and they taking pictures and their quality was really bad, and they would bring it in the newspapers and all that, and we're like, no, we can check the system. And now we had better images coming out of conferences, movie premieres, VGMA, whatever event that was happening in Ghana. We solved that problem using photography by bringing out quality images, and also the turnout time was amazing. So now everybody was using our content, and that is what put us on a map, and we got internationally recognized, and now we are traveling the whole world with it. So we actually solved the problem in a society, and that is where we are. So always always look out for problems and try and find a solution to it. And you can, if you can't do that yourself, team up with other students. Don't always, it's not, life is not always about fun, but it's also about just looking out for like-minded people in the same field or whatever field. Start businesses with them and find solutions to whatever problem that it is in your society. Recognize it and be the solution to it.
All right, your turn.
He has said a lot, but all what I can say is that make sure you pray,
Okay.
you know, because sometimes you also need the favor of God on you. You can't do it all. So there are so many people that work hard in life, but if you don't have favor from God, you do it, it wouldn't take you anywhere. But apart from that, make sure you put what you learn into practice, and always make sure you become better at whatever you do, because it's a competitive world, and you always have to make sure that when opportunity arises itself, you are able to do it, and also not just do it, but keep the position that you've been given, because it's not everybody that is able to do that. A lot of people get opportunity, but they messed it up with their bad attitude, you know, towards the work, and also that form of entitlement, you know, all these things cause distractions. So basically, that's the little I can say.
Yeah, and also look for mentors. You know, mentors are really, really important in life. Be a very good mentee. Only go there to learn and not expect anything in return. Just go there and serve. Be a server. We serve so many people, and we keep on serving a lot of people. Serving is, you can never, should I say, you can never be successful without serving. You know, you can't be, you can never attain success without actually serving people holistically and just embedding yourself and not really expecting anything, and just be there to serve and be humble. You know, humility is really, really important. Be humble and be ready to serve and be ready to learn. We are still learning, we are still humble, we are still serving. We'll keep on serving till I mean, we are done with whatever we're doing. But till then, we just be watching out for opportunities and keep on solving problems and putting ourselves there. And networking is something that you can never do away with. In whatever field that you're in, you need to be in the right rooms. You need to knock on the right doors. You need to know the right kind of people to connect with, and you need to put yourself out there. You know, even if you are shy or not, you need to do it. It's something that you can do away without.
All right. Okay. So in order not to let people know that you are just official photographers for Second Lady Saramira Baumia, can you tell us any other people or persons you work with?
Oh, we work with a lot of people, organizations here in Ghana, in America, in London. Best of Africa, that, you know, seeks to honor a lot of athletes in the world. In South Africa, in Kenya, we have a lot of organizations we work with all over the world. So, and we work with a lot of artists, from Stoneboy to every artist in Africa, you know, from East Africa, South Africa, North Africa, anywhere. We are still expanding ourselves.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No, we're good.
Okay, all right. So you've heard it all from TwinsDontBeg. I believe you have learned a lot. Like I said, if you joined the conversation very late or a little late, you can still watch the interview via YouTube channel at Joy Learning TV. Remember, this is still the Career Trail. My name is Irene Edubia Ainin. As we always say, joy learning, keep learning. The Career Trail, your success journey begins here.
The Career Trail, your success journey begins here. The Career Trail. Your success journey begins here.